Rest at the end, not in the middle. And that's something I always live by. I'm not going to rest. I'm going to keep on pushing now. There are a lot of answers that I don't have, even questions that I don't have. But I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep going, and I'll figure these things out as we go, right? And you just continue to build that way. So I try to live by that all the time. It sucks to lose,
Right.
but at the same time, there are answers there, right? So it's a constant process. It's exciting when you win. It's exciting when you lose, because the process should be exactly the same, whether you win or you lose. As you go back and you look and you find things that you could have done better, you find things that you've done well that worked, figure out how did they work, why did they work, how can you make them work again.
Yeah.
And but the hardest thing is to face that stuff. That's a really, really tough challenge. It's an obsessiveness that comes along with it. You want things to be as perfect as they can be, understanding that nothing is ever perfect. But the challenge is try to get them as perfect as they can be. And what can you do? It's in your control. So control what you can.
And the more you do this, every single time you do this and follow through on an action you commit to, your mind gets stronger. Your confidence grows. And the belief you have in yourself and your abilities continue to grow. Doing things you don't want to do today to create a greater tomorrow is what I'm always focusing on. And it pays off, it always pays off. And as long as I know that I gave my full efforts and I went as long as I could, and I still had passion for it, and I still went for it, and I still cared about it, or I stop when I don't care anymore, then at least I know I gave it an incredible effort, and I can be at peace within myself.
I just really believe that, if you take one step, the universe will meet you where you are and help you take two.
Wow.
You will be aided. You will be, it responds to that. It was, like the world, people around you, it responds to your action. It responds to you doing one simple thing. Think and imagine time travel, right? As going back in time, getting the opportunity to go back in time to change one thing that radically affects your life, right? If I would have just went over and introduced myself at that moment, or if I would have just, picked up the phone at that moment, you know what I mean? But very rarely do we think about the little thing we can do today that's going to radically affect. We think about going back in that one. You can do the little thing today. What is the little thing you can do today
that your future self would wish you would have done?
Yeah.